What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with the season finale of the Never Ever Mets. You guys, thank God this show was over, and they got renewed for season 2. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But this is season 1, episode 10. Episode is titled "Moving Out and Moving On." And before we go ahead and get into the review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the season finale of the Never Ever Mets, shall we? All right, you guys. Now, they got renewed for season 2. Congratulations to them. For me, I think this is the end of the road, you guys, because if season 1 was like this, what will season 2 be like? If these people were already talking about, oh, they were hired, they were, the show wasn't real and all this stuff. It's just like, so what would a season 2 give if you with you bringing it back? Like, y'all would have to do something different, and I don't know what that would be, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned right now, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna enjoy my Friday nights. Now, the last episode we left off with was Diamond and Aaron asking Diamond to marry him with that recycled, refurbished ring. And she said yes. I was like, oh, okay. Girl, if you like it, I love it, right? So she get back to the house and she showed it to Greg and Millie. Then she went in the kitchen and Shay and Aaron went there. I was like, these are the last two people you need to show it to. She was like, and I was like, oh, okay. Girl, she is beaming with joy. And I was like, I don't know why you beaming with joy. This, again, I'm going to repeat it for you one more time. This man asked another woman to marry him, and then he came back to you. Only after said woman said no to him. But then it got nothing to do with me. If she likes it, I love it. So then Diamond went and called her sister Irene with the struggling wig, and she said, he proposed to me, and her sister was like, congratulations. And Diamond felt the way that her sister wasn't as enthusiastic about it. I was like, Diamond, let's be for real here. Your sister's not enthusiastic about this because, one, he called her out her name. He called her a bitch. 2, I think she can see the writings on the wall. But hey, go for it. So she ended the phone call with Irene, right? After that, he called his daughter, Ayana, up. And she was like, she started laughing. And so she asked him about Monica. And I was like, wait a minute, run that back? Who is Monica? I was like, is Monica that other woman that he asked to marry him, but she said no? But he trying to sit there and say, oh, I ain't thinking about this. Oh, that's nobody. I was like, oh, that's nobody, huh? I bet you were talking to her before you and Diamond made the move to come to this house together. Aaron, you ain't slick. You ain't slick, nigga. Also, one thing I want to say before we even get to the end of the episode. Aaron with the H. If you like Aaron J, just tell him that. Because you be so involved in that man's business, I never understand it. That's all I gotta say. Because you really were involved in his business. And then when we'll get to that in a little bit. So they have the final dinner, right? And congratulations to Diamond and Aaron. Clink, 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 clink. Okay, to misery, delusions, and heartbreak. Whatever. So Toronto came in and, once again, Diamond showing off that ring. I was like, girl, you showing off that ring from your sister wife. Because that is a borrowed, recycled, refurbished ring. Because Aaron just give me the type of nigga that would propose to another woman and say, oh, well, shit, she didn't accept my proposal, so hell, I got Diamond right here, so I'm just going to ask her to marry me with the same ring. She ain't going to know. That's the vibes that Aaron gave me, right? So then Taronda came in there with a $5,000 gift card. One single gift card. I was like, girl, one? So everybody had to vote on the couple who, I think it was like for furniture, right? So they had to vote on the couple who got it. So you had a few for Josh and Shay. Then you had some for, you had two for Diamond and Aaron. I was like, y'all voted for yourselves. Because nobody else in here really likes y'all like that. So y'all voted for yourselves. Then you had Greg and Millie, and at one point, Greg and Millie, they were tied with each other. Greg and Millie were tied with Shay and Josh. But ultimately, Shay and Josh got the gift card. Got one who got the gift card. Because we'll get to that in a little bit, too. So then Aaron J, he presented Jody with a necklace, I believe it was. And then he had been working on his salsa dance. And I was just like, oh, okay. This really ain't going nowhere. It really ain't going nowhere. And Jody, girl, for the final dinner, you came there looking like you cooked the dinner. Okay, you know, I don't see it for Jody. I really don't see it for Jody. I don't like that type of person who would do what she did. Because it's clear as day. She's talking about, you know, well, me and Aaron got to have a talk because we're obviously not on the same page. Girl, y'all ain't been on the same page since you got here and you knew that. So I want you to miss the rest of us with the BS, Jody. Like, girl, go to hell. And then she's talking about, well, I don't want to string people along. You strung this man along for us. It was for 10 episodes. Now, I don't know how long y'all was in the house. Like, y'all could have been in the house for 2 weeks, a week, 3 days. I don't know. But for us, you strung him along for 10 episodes. And I don't agree with that. And that's why I tweeted last night that Jody's karma's gonna come, and I hope when her karma comes, it snatches them rough ass edges from her head, because that was wrong. So we see her and Aaron, they had a conversation the next morning, and that's when she broke up with him. And I was like, ugh, I hope y'all didn't get paid for this, but I'm pretty positive they got. Now, what I can say is I know when shows are brand new, they don't get that much money, right? So that is a consolation for me, because even if she made it, even with her making to the end, I know she ain't made that much money. She ain't made that much money, because if she did, she would have went and got her hair done, but she never did. Neither here nor there. So pause. We'll keep going, you guys, because I was gonna say we're gonna pause here and move forward, but now we're just gonna keep on talking. So after that, we see which couples left together and which couples didn't. Damn. So Greg and Millie left together. Josh and Shay left together. Aaron and Diamond left together. Aaron and Diamond also felt the way that they didn't get their gift card, and I was like, but just because y'all are the oldest, again, don't mean shit. Y'all were the messiest too. Y'all stayed in everybody else's business, and so people don't fucking like y'all. So I don't understand why y'all were in y'all feelings, but hey, they were in their feelings. But Greg and Millie left together. Aaron and Diamond left together. Aaron and Jody left separately. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. Aaron and Diamond left separately. Josh and Shay left together. Chris and Sandia left together. And I was like, ooh, now that one, I wasn't expecting. But hey, if Sandia likes it, I love it. Not really. That's her life to live. Hopefully her dumb ass don't give up her career for Chris, because that would be stupid. Just being blunt and honest with you guys. Now, let's get to the end of the episode. So this show didn't get a reunion, and I was like, I'm cool with that. Would have been nice to have a reunion. No, it wouldn't have. Nope. I'm glad that we wrapped it up the way that we did. So we move 4 months into the future, right? So we see Taronda, and Taronda is calling up, all the couples, every couple from the show, not just the ones that made it to the, end of the season, but everybody from Dominique and Alexis to Brandon and Sienna. Now, Dominique and Alexis, I'm gonna do them first, even though they weren't first, but I'm gonna talk about them first. So Taronda asked Dominique had he kept in touch with anybody from the show, right? He said, him and Sienna, yeah, he said him and Sienna, they, checked on each other. Then he said Greg caught him in Millie's DMs. That ain't a shock, because you gave trash can when you was on the show, and you still give trash can off the show. Now, Alexis. Alexis did say that oh boy Josh flirted with her, but he won her type because he was short. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. I still believe that he did come on her. I really do. I do believe that, but I do also believe that these people tell some lies as well. Because Alexis been on YouTube talking to people, telling her story, especially when she said that that the stuff that happened with her and Dominique wasn't real. They weren't a real couple and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what to believe when it comes to her. I take everything she say with a grain of salt. Brandon and Sienna. Let me ask this question to both of them. What the hell y'all fools talking for, and what the fuck y'all want to go on a trip together for? Brandon, that woman called you's a bitch. Like, y'all remember what she called him that? Oh, it was hard. Like, that woman disrespected you and you want to go on a trip with her. You know what? If you like it, be a fool and whatever. But he did say he met a woman a few days ago. I was like, so you just met a woman, but now you talking about going on a trip with your ex? That don't make sense, because it don't make sense to me. It really don't. But hey, if it works, it works. Don't care. Next up, Josh and Shay. So, Josh and Shay, they broke up. Now, I wonder who got that $5,000 gift card. Now, I also did notice, when you looked at Josh's background, Josh was in a hotel. Now, condolences to his, he said he lost an uncle, his best friend died, which we saw at the end of last week's episode, and he had another childhood friend who was, unalive. So, condolences to Josh on that one. Now, Shay says that after this, they left, they didn't really communicate with each other. I was like, girl, what did you expect? Y'all were together for 12, I'm going to use air quotes, 12 years, right? Never met each other. He had a baby on you. Obviously, y'all have a lack of communication. There's something missing, right? But whatever. She said she's getting her tattoo removed. Josh said he still got the tattoo. I'm like, I would assume you do, but she's getting hers removed. Cool. Next up is Diamond and Aaron. So, Taronda asked, Diamond, how was it like being engaged? So, Diamond said it was hell afterwards. I was like, girl, I knew that was going to happen. That's not a shock. So, what happened is, she says that he was still, texting she found out he was texting exes. I was like, girl, he was probably doing that when y'all was in the fucking house. He didn't just start doing that when y'all left that house. Aaron's old raggedy ass was doing that before. Because even in his interview, he was talking about how he's a coach. He always got one on the bench in case somebody, acts up. I was like, nigga, you are 51 years old, you fool. But then you want to sit in the house and try to give the other dudes advice. No. That's why I said it earlier in the season. I called that. I called Aaron. I called it. Everybody, and I remember on social media, I don't remember in my comments, but I know I was on social media, and people like, oh, I think they're going to make it. I told you guys they were not going to fucking make it. I knew that was going to happen. I could see that I could see it in him. He was full of shit, because here's the thing about this, we never spoke of that woman that he proposed to. That was the biggest red flag for me, the fact that he proposed to another woman that came back to Diamond. I was like, he was stringing both of them along. And so Taronda said, for the sake of your relationship, would you stop talking to your exes? He said no. I was like, exactly. But just because y'all were the oldest, yeah, oh God, I'm so glad I never have to see or hear him and Diamond again. Oh God, that was just so stupid. But hey, whatever. I don't feel bad for Diamond. Wish I could say I did, but I don't. And then we move over to Greg and Millie. Greg and Millie, they had broke up with each other because they got into an argument with each other. They didn't elaborate on the argument, but I don't really give a care either. And then lastly, Sunday and Chris. They're still together. Congratulations. He also still thinks that women make bad decisions. I was like, oh, girl, so you still gonna stay with? And she said, well, what bad decision have I made since we've been together? I said, girl, the bad decision that you've made is being together with him. That's the bad decision you've made. But hey, if you're happy, then live your life. Do you, girlfriend. But whatever. It is what it is. That's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode and what you thought about this season in the comments below. You guys subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also share the video. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I will see you guys for something else. And as I stated earlier, the never ever Mets. I will never ever do this show again. I would literally have to be bored as hell to pick up this show. Cause it was interesting. It was an interesting ride, you guys. That's all I can say. It was an interesting ride. But yeah, I don't know. As of right now, I can give you a firm hell to the now, now that I won't review the Never Ever Mets season 2. For right now, things can change. Things can change, but as of right now, it's a firm. And when I say firm, I mean firm. It's a firm and definitive no. Hell no. Fuck no. God no. But I'll see you guys in the next video, you guys. Damn, I knew this video was going to be short, but I didn't think it was going to be this short. But hey, bye.